Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back for Nekopara Volume 1. Thanks once again to KaizerSany for having this be my game of the month to play on the channel here. My window is very small because I don't trust like that. I was told to play up to the animated opening, so we'll see how long that takes. So I did watch, I should say play, but honestly I kind of just watched Nekopara Volume 0, which introduced me to all these characters, their quirks, their personalities, and see how that all goes. So before we start, let's go to the config. We're going to go to text speed, should be good. Read text, control skip voice after click. That's all good. We're all good here. Ooh, affectance. I forgot about this. Well, that's demonetizable. Let's go to about there. That's a solid. Voice up, as usual. Voice settings, they're all on. Alright, well, no time like the present. Let's head on. Well, why am I even saying, but this is going to get demonetized as soon as it goes up. They see those words together and it's like, sorry, you can't. Well, let's go. It's a good thing this was paid for on Patreon. Hey, achievement unlocked. Play it in Japanese. Excuse me, I'm very clearly playing it in English. So what are you talking about? Like I was saying, if you're interested in having your own game played, you can head to my Patreon. It's linked in the description, and you can get me to play whatever you want, so long as it's not a 3DS game, pretty much. And you can make me see exactly what these games are like. Alright, so we're moving into a new house, it seems. So are we going to be one of those not talking protagonists? Oh, just kidding. It's not a house. Le Pasticcier Le Soleil. So it's literally the Sunshine Bakery, pretty much. Je parle français un peu. Cacho. Like the Fate Sword? Okay. This should be most of the boxes then. I wiped the sweat off my forehead with my arm, as the moving truck disappeared from view. Although it was early April, and only the beginning of spring, boy, Japanese games sure love to be early April for the beginnings of them. Almost every Persona game starts like on my birthday. Today's weather was nice, it was even a bit hot. Well, it's a good day for a new start. I turned my head to look at the empty bakery, which didn't have any signage yet. It literally says it at the top, my good sir. The brand new exterior wall had a western look with a predominantly white and brown motif. There's also a large window, which let lots of sunlight in, which makes sense. Le Soleil. And finally, there were the words that displayed the name of the bakery, La Soleil. Instead of the proper French article le, it was La Soleil, meaning the sun. I didn't even notice that it was the incorrect article. Thank you for pointing that out. Le being for male, but la being for female. Even though the sun is a male word because it doesn't end with an E or an accent aigu. This was a nod towards the name of the shop of someone I admired. Now that I'm on my own, I'll have to do my best. Ganbaremasta. I softly murmured to myself like a weirdo in the middle of the street. From here on out, no one would tell me what to do. I was gonna start completely anew, despite the stature of my family's name and everything that happened up till now. I alone would decide my path and take responsibility for what I do. In exchange for that freedom, I can't blame anyone else for what happens. Still, although I was a bit worried, the thought of what lay ahead made me break into a smile. Alright. In any case, I better go get all these things cleaned up. Okay, show of hands, who else speaks like a visual novel protagonist when they're on their own? Oh, just me? Just me raising my hands? Alright, what are these icons at the side? We have quick save, autoplay, backlog, quick load, skip, and config. Okay, well, get a quick save every now and then. I take a deep breath, got my spirits back up. I stepped into the new smelling bakery. Hopefully it doesn't smell like new car, because I feel like that wouldn't be good for the food. A new world of baking begins? Hmm? What's with this big box? I swear to God, if there's a cat girl inside. In front of me was a large box I didn't recognize. Oh my God, there's 2 of them. In fact, there were 2 of them. Fragile, delicate. Absolutely this side up. If thrown, your company will be in trouble. The warnings were going overboard. They were getting annoying. Even if these are baking supplies, I don't remember buying anything quite like this. First off, there were boxes that look like they came from my house. These were for the bakery. There's no way I wouldn't remember buying them. There were no tags from the moving company either. All there were was those warning labels. Well, I'll know for sure once I open the... Okay, here we go. Huh? Okay, well, we're in. Good thing there's holes. I was gonna say, if there's not, that's a problem. Oh, just a cat, huh? Just a troublesome cat. Ah, jeez, Mataku. Like, that would fool me. What are you doing, Chocola? I'm sorry, do we... Wait, we already know them? Is this a thing that we already know them? Oh. Yo, wait, what? So, wait. I played Volume 0. Okay, there's gotta be a flashback. There's gotta be a flashback, right? We just saw each other at home yesterday, you know. Okay, okay. To be fair, the weight of a... I would say human, but she'd probably take offense to that. Full-bodied creature. It's a bit heavy. Well, compared to the rest of my things, you are heavy. She ignored what I said. Chocolate puffed out her cheeks. You could say she was always happy-go-lucky, or Genki. Or rather, she preoccupied herself with only what was in front of her. Well, I guess that was how you describe Chocola. Well, I was getting ready to move. I did wonder why I didn't see you. Oh. Hey. Why is Vanilla here too? You know, now that I look at it, they actually do totally have cat eyes. Wait, they don't dislike? Again, huh? In any case, Chocola, Vanilla, get out of there. I was at my wit's end with large boxes that had suddenly shown up. Anyhow, Chocola and Vanilla got out of their boxes. Why is no one picking up the phone? Yo, where is this nice place? Is this second floor? Just what is Shigure doing? I hung up after trying to call my little sister. There's no way Chocolate and Vanilla could have gotten mixed up with the rest of the boxes in the first place. For instance, who wrote those messages on them? On the outside, cat girls look almost like humans. They understand words and can talk just like us. But more than humans, cat girls were closer to normal cats. After all, cat girls had ears and tails just like cats do. They were genetically modified humanoid cats that were commonly referred to as cat girls. Oh. Really? we're just gonna boot scoot skedaddle right past this plot thread. What? They're horrible mutant freaks? That is the most buck wild thing to just drop and leave. These days, cat girls fit into society. As pets and families are partners to humans. Okay, but you're gonna need to specify the word partner there, buddy, because that could be a bit of a red flag. My little sister really loves to dote on cat girls. So her family has 6, including Chocolate and Vanilla. In any case, they couldn't have mailed themselves all on their own. Mailing living things through the post would be impossible for one thing. There's no way my parents would have helped with this either. Thus, I could only guess that this was somehow Shigure's doing. I see. So Shigure was an accomplice then. Hard-boiled detective. So are we like on the 2nd floor of the bakery, or are we somewhere else? Okay, so real talk. When writing cat characters in Japan, it's so easy because you just add nya as a vocal tick. So what do they have to do when they are localizing it? Boy, get ready for them cat puns, because they will be everywhere. Monster Hunter is ruined. I'm sorry, abilities? What? Am I gonna practice my katas here? Oh, there's the bounciness. Snuggling acknowledged. It's really good if you read these in like the voice of like E123 Omega from like Sonic. Makes it much better. Don't get out of control and hurt yourselves. Without any ill intentions, the 2 cat girls were off and running. Well, the bakery did have a living quarters on the 2nd floor. That would be kind of the dream, I'm gonna be honest. So I wasn't worried about them causing a ruckus around here. Of course, they aren't young cat girls anymore either, so I shouldn't have to worry about them getting out of control too much. Well, besides that, I looked up an address in my phone's address book. Minaduki residence. Probably not how you say Minaduki. Yeah, the Minaduki residence. Like the dog from Johnny Test. Well, I already left Shigure a message, so she should call me back later. Without pressing the call button, I put my cell phone back in the pocket. I had moved out without saying anything, so for her to call me within the day seemed a bit stupid. Well, it wasn't really an issue I need to bring up right this moment. I should hear from Shigure soon anyhow. Hi, welcome to my personal space. Good work, you two. Gosh, both of you have major bedhead. Sheesh. It's a bit weird, but alright. Wait. Does this thing have the thing where if I shake the window, do they shake too? Yep. This is the wildest feature. You shake the screen, and they bounce. Amazing. Video games are such an important medium. Uh-oh. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, there we go. I tidied up their hair with a comb. Their soft hair felt nice as always. I lightly bonked them both on the head while they had their eyes closed. Now then, why are the 2 of you hiding amongst my boxes? You had no choice? Just tagged along? You two? Well, I'd figured that had to be the reason, but anyhow, I recomposed myself and looked at the two of them again. Listen up, okay? How many times have I told you, this isn't a vacation or a picnic? I moved out because I have no intention of going back there. If you were at home, you wouldn't have anything to worry about. Sugar and the other cat girls are there too. It'd be better if you two just... Okay.
違うんです。これはお腹が反抗期なだけなんです。だから違うんです。本当に。朝早かったせいで朝ごはん食べ損なったから仕方ない。
Okay, so I'm really curious. Okay, so in a society where they are cat girls that are humanoid, do I still put their food on the ground for them to eat, or is that demeaning? The logistics of a society like this always intrigue me.
それにショコラはお腹の音も可愛い。
Like Machoke and Gardevoir in Pokemon. Do you make them eat on the ground like a herdier would? Like, that's really demeaning, right? And they're capable of basically human speech, the psychic type, so it's like, are you really gonna do that? Well, listening to those silly excuses, I glanced past at the clock and saw it was already past 1 o'clock. I thought about it. Haven't eaten since this morning either. Well, why don't we have lunch first then?
はーい、ご飯。ご主人様大好き。さすがご主人は話がわかる。かたじけない。
Those two were as easygoing as always. Meat, huh? Must be meat.
ネコパラ。
I see. Gotcha. Watch there be cooking minigames.
お買い物。
Oh, you are just gonna... So... Okay, first off, what I was gonna say is watch there be a cooking minigame where if you fail, the cats die. But what I was gonna say then after was, I bet you Chocola is either loved by people or hated, and it comes down to just your own personal where you stand. Because she's kind of an absolute idiot. Which, like, with cats, that's understandable, honestly. Stupid cats, they exist.
ご主人様とお買い物。やー。最近はご主人が全然お買い物連れて行ってくれなかったから。
Probably because the looks I get are pretty bad. I mean, not everyone in this society is as accepting as our family
シ
is.
ョコラのテンションが青天井。やー。バニラだって実はウキウキしてるくせに。ほーら、ほっぺふにふにしちゃうぞ。はい、ショコラくすぐった。ダメ。
Again, the neighbors look at us and have numbers ready on speed dial. You'll bother those around us, so don't get too carried away, you two. That's literally what it is, huh? Since the refrigerator was empty, we headed to the nearby shopping district to buy groceries. From brand name clothing stores to supermarkets, there was an array of stores. There was even a drugstore with daily necessities amongst them. If you come here, we have just about everything. That was how the real estate agent had recommended this place to me. Wait, don't you two go with shopping with Shigure often?
もうしぐれちゃんとご主人様じゃ全然違うんです。はあ、ご主人はほんとご主人たる自覚がなくて困る。ショコラが不憫。
Hey, first of all, Shigure is your master.
しぐれちゃんもご主人様だけど、しぐれちゃんはしぐれちゃんなんです。
You know, having played Zero and seeing how Shigure is, no, that's, yeah, it's understandable.
だからご主人様はご主人様なんです。全然違うでしょ？ね、ね。
So, like, okay, our character has a name, but the fact we're referred to as just master, it's totally made for the self-insert sort of feeling, which I know some people heavily dislike, but I don't mind it. It helps get into the character. a bit character of myself, I guess.
理屈になってないけど熱意は伝わる。さすがはショコラ。パチパチパチ。
Patch, patch, patch. That's the sound of clapping? Alright, alright. I'll accept it. Never mind then. Anyhow, keep it down inside the store, okay? Yo, what if there's a no pet sign? Again, how does that work for society? Do they pay taxes? Right? What about like census forms? I parted from the two of them. I decided to hurry on ahead. Collection Street, Campus, Treehouse. Get lively!
シャンプーはこれがいいってしぐれちゃんが言ってましたよ。これ毛並みがサラサラになるし、すごく甘くていい匂いがする。
But that's stuff for you two to use. I don't need it, so put it down and come here.
ご主人様、ひどい。ひどいぶった切りようです。
Okay, no. Don't say that. Don't say that. We're in public, please.
よしよし、ショコラ泣かないわ。
Please, no, stop. No, please. I'm going to get arrested. Let's not do this. Don't just say that and then toss that in the basket all nonchalant. Oh, it was a distraction.
ガードが硬い。
I had to be on guard, or though they would sneak something in when I wasn't paying attention. Yo, has that ever worked? Because every time I tried that as a kid, my mom would be like, no, stop, put that back. What are you doing? Even tried to grab another basket for themselves while at the supermarket earlier. Usually it was just for like an Archie comic or something, but like, still, never got them. It was apparent to me how dreadful an idea it was when I decided to come along.
ごめんなさい、ご主人様。久しぶりのご主人様とのお買い物でテンション上がっちゃって。猫は素直だから仕方ないね。
Shikatanai, huh? Take another drink.
ご主人も素直になればいいのに。
It has nothing to do with being honest. I'm telling you, don't just put the shampoo in the basket like that. Put it back.
交渉です。お願いします、ご主人様。
I really hope there's pictures on the internet of these two being sprayed with a water bottle. Please, I need them.
何卒ショコラたちのシャンプーを買ってください。シャンプーもない家に帰るのは悲しい。猫的に油髪は気持ち悪い。あの猫ちゃんたち、シャンプーもろくに買ってもらえないのかしら。
Oh, see? Now I'm the villain.
猫虐待で通報した方がいいんじゃないのかしら。
Oh. Okay, here's what I love. The little bits of like society world building. It is illegal to abuse a cat girl, right? But now, do they fall under like human rights violations or animal rights violations? You two know exactly what you're doing. Don't put on some act to confuse the customers around us. Seriously. We only just moved here, but suddenly we already had disapproving glares directed at us. Great, now I'm the villain. I'm the bad guy, I guess.
ご主人様とのお出かけは楽しいです。
Yes, says you. Now I'm on a list.
思わずニャンニャン言いたくなっちゃいますね。ニャンニャン。
Okay, but is it gonna be like a weird guttural, like from your stomach purring like cats do? Because I don't know about that. That's weird.
私たちのものは何も買ってくれなかったけど。ご主人、ケチ。
Look, I need to stock the bakery I have. We need to make money. We're in it for the dosh. I'm not a cheapskate. Besides, I nearly got reported. After that, it was some sort of exchange at the supermarket. The whole thing was so awkward that I don't think I can visit the shopping district for a while. Well, I guess you can say that was the cute side of cat girls, nearly putting me in legal trouble.
あっちからすごくいい匂いがする。本当だ。すごく香ばしくていい匂いがします、ご主人様。
It definitely does. What is this smell? I turn towards the source of it. Hi.
いらっしゃいませ。
Wait. Hold up. Cat girls can run food without a hairnet? Are cat girls hypoallergenic? This raises so many
美味
questions.
しい出来たてのたこ焼き、いか
Oh.
がですか？
Yo, shoutouts to fresh takoyaki. I got like frozen make in the oven takoyaki and I tried it. I'm like, this is garbage. When I made it, there was an anime convention I went to that legit had a learn to make takoyaki like class pretty much. Oh my god, it's so good.
熱々で鰹節たっぷりのたこ焼き、いかがですか？
Bonito flakes are definitely something that Japan likes that we don't really use. Of course, I have some in my cabinet because of it, but
猫のたこ焼き屋さんだ。珍しいですね、ご主人様。
yeah, rare because I guess it's fine because it's not a restaurant. Food trucks aren't bound by, food
本
regulations.
当だ。小さい子猫ちゃん、かわいい。
Was a cat girl younger than Chocolate and Vanilla. She waved her tiny hands as she politely drew in customers. In human terms, she looked to be about 12 or 13 years old, which means that yes, we were breaking human labor law violations, but it's okay because she's a disgusting subhuman. In cat years, she was about 6 months old. Oh! That's really weird. That's really weird. The young cat girl noticed us and ran over.
猫のお姉ちゃんだ。私と一緒だね。にゃんにゃん。
So, oh, I don't like that. I don't want it. Oh, sorry. My mind is going to places of like horrible kitten baby. Oh, and then they grow so fast. Oh, cat girl society is horrible.
一緒だね。にゃんにゃん。喉ゴロゴロしてあげちゃう。ゴロゴロ。子猫は無邪気で超かわいい。半端ない。私はなでなでしてあげちゃう。なでなで。
And we're just watching this, huh?
すみません、うちの猫が。あの猫ちゃんたちの飼い主さん？
I guess so. Yo, are we in Odaiba? This looks like Odaiba. God, I want to go back to Odaiba. The owner of the food stand greets us. Yes, I am. Well, to be more exact, my little sister is their owner.
すごく可愛くてお利口な猫ちゃんたちだね。
They're not that smart.
愛想もいいし、言葉もしっかりしてるし。うちのはまだ7ヶ月なんだけどね。
That's so
も
weird.
うちょっとしたら、あんな風にちゃんとしてくれるのかな。
It's really, I'm sorry. This is weird. The food stand owner had a wry smile on her face like she was talking about a mischievous child of hers. At a glance, it was understandable that seeing a young cat girl made it easy to overlook these things. Mine were originally strays, so I don't actually know how old they are. The veterinarian said they're twins and they were about 9 months old. I'm sorry, twins? Oh, but right, how cats are born, there's like a litter of them, so they're now 9 months old. That's still buck wild and wrong. My little sister is actually quite the education freak. Back then, they were really noisy, but it was all worth it.
しぐれちゃんがちゃんとお勉強教えてくれたんです。いい子になれるようにって。しぐれ、厳しい。でも、おかげさまでいろいろと覚えた。
そうなんだ。いいご主人様なのね。
あ、でもご主人様はご主人様なんです。しぐれちゃんはしぐれちゃんですから。ね、ご主人様。通訳すると、しぐれは大事な友達。
I want the food owner to be like, yo, what? Your cat girls call you master? That's a bit weird,
ご
bro.
主人って呼ぶのは、こっちのご主人だけ
please.
ってことで。
Please bring up how messed up this is.
愛されてるんだね、ご主人様は。
Oh, I guess it's fine. Well, I am grateful. She lightly nudged me with her elbow. I responded with an embarrassed forced smile. Hearing this kind of stuff in public sure was
子
embarrassing.
猫ちゃん、ちょっと上向いてごらん。上？こう？
Wait, why?
きやり。ゴロゴロゴロ。ゴロゴロゴロ。
the hell? I got a new item in my inventory. Let's see what it is. It's high Steam. What did I get? I got the chocolate and vanilla card. Alright, alright. 3 of them were getting along very well. I'm terrified to go to my Discord because it probably shows that I'm playing right now. Let's see here. Let's see. Nope, no one's brought it up. Alright, alright. I'll take it. I'll take it. We're fine. We're good. Okay. 3 of them were getting along very well. The food stand owner looked fondly at them from nearby.
うちの子ももともと野良だったんだよね。今日みたいにたこ焼き売ってたらお腹空かせて寄ってきてさ。そのまま拾って今じゃ自分の娘みたいなもんになってさ。
There's so many logistics to this world that I'm just like, do you have to sign an adoption paper for that? Do they take your last name? Right? That's so, there's a lot.
人型猫が流行したこともあったけど。
I'm sorry, the humanoid cats?
普通の猫の何倍も飼うのが大変だからね。
Yeah, they're basically humans. Her words seemed tinged with blame and worry. She grumbled, letting out a sigh. Not that long ago, it wasn't rare to see stray humanoid cats just wandering throughout town. But now, it was more likely for one to see humanoid cats that were loved by their owners. I am saying these words out loud in disbelief, since the amount of unfortunate humanoid cats had decreased. There was more of a balance, and owners were quite elated. Okay, another thought. Is there a animal control for cat girls? Is there a PETA for them? Do they have to be put down? I don't like this. There's so many things. Are there... Wait, I was gonna say, are there like crazy cat ladies who will have like 30 to 40 of them? But then I realized that's literally what our little sister is. I'm sorry, if you have more than 3 animals in your house, barring like fish and stuff, you're kind of going too far.
そいつらのおかげで可愛い娘に会えたのかなって思うとなんとも言えないけどね。
So now you're just calling it your daughter. Okay, it was a bright and honest laugh. I nodded in agreement. That is true. This must be like how pets find their way back to their owners. I smiled at an uncharacteristic thought from me. Okay, so I'm way more engaged than Volume 0 because 1, I'm being introduced to this world, and 2, I can speak.
お姉ちゃんたち、たこ焼きはいかがですか？熱々で大きいタコが入ってて、すっごく美味しいですよ。
Dumb question. Can cats, IRL cats, eat octopus? It's like fish, right? So it should be fine. Can they chew it? I don't know.
すっごく美味しいたこ焼き。でもこれから帰ってご飯だから。ご主人が作ってくれるから。ごめん。
Chocolate and Vanilla's shoulders drooped downheartedly. As they hung their heads, I rubbed them from behind. Please talk about their backs. I take a look at the little takoyaki seller. Okay, 3 orders of takoyaki. Can you do that for me?
たこ焼き3つ？
Ah, the ears perk up. That's cute. Her large eyes blinked as she tilted her head in confusion. Yeah, for me, chocolate and vanilla. Could you do that for me?
はい、たこ焼き3つですね。
There she goes.
ご主人様、オーダーです。たこ焼き3つ。
The walk thing is adorable.
ご主人。
It's gonna take time to get home and make food after all. Besides, I want to try the takoyaki here too.
そこらも、もうお腹が切なくグーグー泣いてました。すごく嬉しいです。ご主人かっこいい。しぐれがいつもツンデレ実刑はいいものですと言ってるだけのことある。
I guess we are tsundere. I guess we are. Do we have twin tails? Do we have thigh highs? Alright, food for thought. Wait, what does that mean?
はいはい。じゃあこっちにあるメニュー好きなトッピングと味選んでね。
Actually, show me. I want to
うちの
know.
猫が遊んでもらった分サービスさせてもらっちゃうよ。
Oh, that's the good stuff. I love it when store owners are like, hey, just for you.
はい、ありがとうございます。ショコラはマヨネーズかかってるのが好きです。
Japanese mayonnaise on takoyaki, real
あ
good.
りがたくいただきます。ペコリ。私は明太子チーズがいい。
Okay, cheese, that's a big no from me, pal. But fish roe on top, that'd be fine. My question was completely ignored. Well, I guess I shouldn't let it bother me, huh? I wondered about that as I looked at chocolate and vanilla, happily awaiting their takoyaki in front of the food stand. Do we not get to pick one? I guess we put ketchup on it like a right freak. Meow, meow, meow.
ネコパラ。
I do like the eye catches. Those are always fun. Eye catches are a big favorite of mine. Hello? Still can't get a hold of her. Are there guests over today? I checked the clock. It was already past 10 o'clock already. Since then, I tried calling Shigure several times, but couldn't get through to her. And just like that, it had gotten this late. Never gone this long without hearing from Shigure. I really didn't understand my schedules. I'm sorry, reading is tough. My family schedule at all.
ご主人様。ご主人様。
Of course, cats are just the sleeping is a suggestion to them.
久しぶりに一緒にお風呂
Oh, no.
入りましょう。お背中流してあげますから。
Okay, well, here we go. Oh, jeez. Let me find a way to hide the screen in case of
私たちの教育が良くなってから
big problems. That was me moving the screen.
ご主人のエロ。
Yeah, you just,
this raises many flags.
you haven't grown that much. What are you two talking about?
にゃにゃにゃにゃんですか。ショコラとバニラはもう立派なレディー猫だってしぐれちゃんが言ってましたし。その発言がセクハラ。猫の尊厳を踏みにじってる。
It blows my mind that Japan takes the term sexual harassment and shortens it down to sekuhara. Like that's what you do for like game titles or like light novel titles, but they use that for that term.
それにショコラは今くらいがアイデンティティ。
Vanilla, you're the one changing the subject. In any case, don't worry about the bath. You two need to get ready to go home.
帰る支度？ショコラの家はご主人様のお家ですけども。ショコラの隣が私の居場所だし、あとご主人かっこいい。なんか妙に男前に見えてきた。
Oh, stop trying to butter me up. Stop feigning ignorance, you two. Cut that out. Two of them looked my way, about to distract me again. Since Shigure isn't picking up, I'll take you two home. So go get ready to leave. Chocolate and Vanilla turned away from me and cast their gazes downwards. Returning home on the same day I had moved out seemed to be a stupid idea. Such a stupid idea that I did hesitate a bit. There was no other way. Nor was there time for excuses. I looked towards Chocolate and Vanilla as they hung their heads in silence and continued on. Listen up, you two. I'm gonna open up my bakery. I've got no one to rely on, so I don't know how things will turn out. With all that's going on, I don't know if I can take care of you two, get it? I mean, it's already gonna be difficult enough just looking after myself. It was a quiet voice I could barely hear. Chocolate said something with her head down. Huh? What'd you say? Came closer and asked her to repeat herself.
嫌です。ショコラは絶対に帰りません。そんなこと言うご主人様は嫌いです。
Nope. Hey, wait, Chocolate.
私もダットのごとく、いや、脱猫のごとく離脱。
Oh, there she goes, zip zoom. I'll wait. Vanilla, why are you running away too?
ほらほら、ご主人様、こっちですよ。ショコラはこちらにございます。
It's dangerous, so stop running around. If you fall, you'll get hurt, you stupid
猫
animal.
にそんな心配はご不要。人型でも猫は猫。さささ。
Dash, dash. Maybe in Chocola's case, but aren't you bad with physical activity? Come on, I've got you now, Chocola.
ご主人様のエッチ、どこ触ってるんですか？ご主人、ショコラの胸もろ触ってる。もうわしづかみ。
There's so many problems with this being a real thing. I'm not. It's because you two are running around.
好きありです
Hey, stop it. You're still gonna run? I've got you, Vanilla.
ちょこちょこちょこちょこちょ
Stop, Chocola.
アシストショコラ
Yo, she came in with that Marvel assist. Like I said, stop running. The two of them didn't listen to a word I said as they continued to mess with me. And that was how the first night went. For now, I'll let you stay. But only for tonight. Don't have guest beds or futons. Or futons, as I like to say. Okay, what about that absolutely massive couch right there, dude? While that was happening, 11 o'clock became midnight. Even though I took them home, everyone was sure to be asleep by now. The one glimmer of hope I had, that Shigure would call me back, didn't happen. So I decided that I would be taking them home tomorrow. That taking them home tomorrow was my first priority.
もちろんご主人様のベッドで寝ます私もご主人のベッドで我慢する
Oh god. Is this where it's gonna be like, but I only got a twin size? Cleverly, they'd even brought pajamas. So how much planning went into their schemes anyways? Really, you two sleep there, where will I?
一緒に寝てくれないんですかこの子に及んで
There's a beautiful couch literally right behind you.
ご主人は人の男子なのにお行儀が悪い順番はご主人ショコラ私でいい
How do you say an arrow?
にゃーご主人様とバニラに囲まれて幸せにゃ
Don't get ahead of yourself, you two. A single bed for 3 people is too crowded. Oh, it's a single. It is a single. Okay.
じゃあ押しかけたのはショコラたちですしここでいいですよ猫らしく丸まって寝ますし
Please have art for that. I want to see them. That would be really sad.
贅沢は言わない私たち超けなげ猫の鏡こんな感じで
Watch the two of them lie down and curl up on the floor of the empty room without even curtains. That's way too pitiful of a sight to be called praiseworthy.
引っ越ししたばかりで段ボールたくさんありますよねお家作ったらあったかいって聞いたしなんとかなる気がする
Something only strange people would say. Where did these cat girls get this information from anyways? Well, they probably read a lot of books and watched TV in Shigure's room. Chocolate isn't good with kanji characters, so she only reads picture books, though. An actual idiot. But then again, she's a cat, so, I mean, if my cat could only read picture books, I'd still be pretty like, dang, that's pretty impressive. However, you two go sleep in my bed. It still gets pretty cold at night in April, after all.
そしたらご主人様はどうするんですかショコラの隣
I'm gonna sleep on the sofa in the living room. The sofa can fit one person. That sofa can fit more than one person. That can fit like 2 people solid. And there's air conditioning in there if I need it. Didn't you say it'd get cold?
ダメですよそれならショコラがソファーで寝ますからご主人様はバニラと一緒にお布団で寝てください私こそソファーのが落ち着くショコラとご主人でベッド使えばいい
They moved quickly towards me like lions catching their prey. I placed my hands on their heads and spoke in a clear and stern voice. Listen up. I will sleep on the sofa, and you two will sleep in my bed. Those are your master's orders, understood?
ご主人様ご主人
I said it like that deliberately. 2 of them looked silly. Or, sorry, why did the word silly appear? Why did the word silly appear in my mind reading this? The 2 of them looked as if they wanted to say something, but they hesitated. They lowered their heads apologetically.
ごめんなさいご主人様ごめんなさいご主人
They mustered out. They looked like they were on the verge of tears. Their obedience had the exact opposite of the effect I expected. It filled me with guilt. I felt a prickling sensation in my chest. Pain left me as I sighed and rubbed the 2 of them on the head. Come on, get going.
はい
Good night, anything happens, call for me right away. And I swear to God, if you pee on my brand new bed.
はい。おやすみなさい、ご主人様。おやすみ、ご主人。
I gently rubbed the heads of the two dispirited cat girls once more. See you in the morning. With that said, turn the lights off in the room.
ご主人様。
That was fast.
本当にごめんなさい。迷惑をかけてしまって。
Her vanishing voice echoed slightly in the darkened room. The pain in my heart from before became even sharper. I swallowed that pain and replied cheerfully, "It's okay if it's just for one night. Don't worry about it.
ご主人様。
Now then, go to sleep." I really shouldn't act on my emotions, huh? I lay down on the sofa. I sighed while staring at the ceiling. Yo, real talk, I'm a sofa sleeper. I love the feeling of sleeping on a sofa. I think it's having that one wall beside you. Oh, it's the best. If I gave in to my emotions, the result would just lead to more sadness. I did not expect this to be a sad boy sort of game. If I used kind or hopeful words, they would all end up as lies. It's pretty uncool of me to be so passive like this. Will I continue to pile on insults and make excuses for my actions? Closed my eyes and waited for sleep to take over. Ha, if Chocola was only a blanket,
ネコパラ。
There's a pretty big difference between an underquilt and a bed covering. Alright. An empty store is quite the... Whoa. Oh, it's my sister on the phone. I'd say an empty bakery is a really sad sight. Was what she told me when I was able to finally get in touch with her. Without any margin of negotiation space, I was struck down. But Shigure, even if you say I don't think even if you say that, I don't think Chocolate and Vanilla will... Boy, moving out was the best idea ever, huh? Don't make it sound like it's a daily ritual or something. In any case... Ni-sama. That's buck wild. That's a level of respect. That's a level of, like, respect that is not needed. Oh, wait, Shigure. Seriously? As the ruthless electric buzz of the dropped call echoed, I stared at my cell phone. And here I thought I could just sort all of this out if I could just talk to Shigure. So, like, are we giving them, like, a bowl of milk and they have to use their tongue to, like, bring it up to their mouth? I hate these images. I hate these images of them being cats. Do they poop in a box? Please tell me they're toilet trained. Artistic. Pero. What about rero? Put that cherry in your mouth. Catgirls in that's a JoJo reference. Please don't think I'm weird. Sometimes it needs to be qualified. The catgirls in questions were happily stuffing themselves with sandwiches. Sandwiches for breakfast? Sure. Sandwiches were incidentally contained tomato, cheese, and lettuce. With an over-easy fried egg tucked inside all of that, it was a simple meal that actually sounds kind of nice. Except for the over-fried easy egg. I need mine scrambled. Breakfast was pretty much this. You two are definitely going home today, okay? I nearly went to jail yesterday. I'm sorry, wait, what? Stop with these deliberately misleading words. I sighed at their happy-go-lucky mindset. I took the opportunity to fill their empty glasses with milk. Glasses confirmed, all right. The eating habits of cat girls were pretty much the same as humans, so that part was straightforward. Of course, what they liked and disliked depended on each individual cat girl. In the end, I wasn't able to get everything put away yesterday. Today, I really have to start getting ready for the bakery's opening, too. That's why I don't have time to relax and play with you two. Be good girls and go home. I said that to them with a sandwich in my hand.
ここにショコラがいたらご主人様は迷惑ですか？
She put her sandwich down on her plate, and just like yesterday, looked at me with upturned eyes. Yeah, it's a problem. I answered her clearly.
そうですか。
Oh, sad boy times music.
そうですよね。
Her shoulders drooped more than before. Ears which sat atop her head drooped down heartedly too. I just realized, do they actually, if I were to pull up their bangs, would there be ears under there? That's a
ショ
question.
コラ。
Unable to make fun of anything, Vanilla could only look down on, could only look on with concern. The pain from last night pricked at my heart again. I tilted the already cooled coffee cup. Yo, speaking of, how's my coffee? Almost empty. Is it going to be ice cold? Frozen. As my emotions dulled, unimpeded by my judgment.
それでもショコラはご主人様のところにいたいです。
This is way too early for the fields. Her usually always perky ears were drooping. Chocolo was speaking clearly under her own volition.
ショコラがいるなら私もここにいる。私もここにいたいと思う。
Vanilla's usually blank expression did not change, which means that it was still blank, right? However, she showed me her strong determination. Woohoo, Undertale reference! I don't remember Chocolo or Vanilla ever being this disobedient. That thought stayed at the back of my mind. But if I was going to be swayed by that, then I wouldn't have said this. That. Understood? What? Huh? Excuse me? Who? Is it going to be all the cat girls and it's going to be like, here, there, we're getting
ご
started?
注文ありがとうございます。ロイヤルウッドです。
We got tables from Royal Wood.
ご注文いただきましたティーセットの配達にお伺
Oh,
いし
sorry,
ました。
tea set, I guess.
ではこちらお店の中に運んじゃいますね。こちらの段ボールで全部ですね。では間違いなければ受領書にサインをいただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
She smiled brightly and brought out an invoice along with a pen. Okay, let's see. I looked over the sales invoice I received once more. Somehow this doesn't look like what I ordered.
本当ですか？それは品物が違うということでしょうか。
No, the stuff I ordered is in here too, but I looked over the pile of boxes inside the bakery. More boxes, huh? Inside my tiny bakery was a mountain of boxes. A mountain. I wonder what's in them. It was as if the inside of my bakery had been completely made of boxes, which you can clearly tell in this artwork showing the amount of boxes. As you can see, we don't need this much tableware inside the bakery.
すみません。すぐに本社に確認しますので、少々お待ちいただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
Alright, here it comes.
大変申し訳ございません。こちらのミスで別の注文書と混じってしまっていたようでして、水無月様の方もすぐにご入りようと思いますので、もしよろしければご注文分の食器を受け取っていただければと思うのですが。
Accept this order. Huh? From all this? The amount of cardboard boxes towered over everything. I was at a loss for words. Every box was of equal size. I wouldn't know what was inside of them without opening them up. On top of that, looking at the sales invoice, I could see they all contained expensive tea sets and tableware. If I accepted it all, there'd be a lot of work to deal with all the new items. There's still things that I need to do in advance of my bakery's opening, so I don't mind accepting these. It's gonna take a while to deal with all
も
this.
ちろん私もお手伝いさせていただきますので、私も次の配達に行かないといけないですし。
Look, you don't need to put all this pressure on me. From the looks of it, it would take 2 hours or more. But to have it redelivered would take double the effort, too. Huh? Oh, look at them.
じー
Hi. That's right. I have a lifeline.
にゃんですか？
We're using them. Breaking child labor laws.
猫ちゃんたち本当に助かりました。ありがとうございます。本当にありがとうございます。では私はこれで失礼させていただきますね。
I'm exhausted. I glanced at the table where we'd finished organizing. Lowered myself into a chair and relaxed my shoulders. I am very surprised that was not what I thought it would be.
ご
Hi.
主人様、冷たいお茶です。どうぞ。
So when you say cold tea, do you mean regular tea that's cold, or is it like iced tea? Thanks, Chocola. Don't mind if I do. I downed the cold tea in one gulp. Somehow or another, the light meal tableware had arrived. Soon, I really had to get the bakery ready for its opening. I did say I needed any help I could find. I really did need help this time. Hmm?
褒めて褒めて褒めて褒めて。
I could sense the praise me aura coming from Chocola. She had a wide smile on her face and was ready in a ready stance to receive my approval. Thanks. I couldn't have done it without you two.
わーい、ご主人様に褒めてもらっちゃったよ、バニラ。わーい、
She's so happy.
柱の陰から見守ってた甲斐があったね。よしよし。ショコラ、ご主人様の役に立てましたね。
Oh, this is forever now. She's just gonna keep
や
asking.
っぱりご主人様一人じゃお仕事大変だと思うんです。ね、ね。猫の手でも存分に役に立つ。私たちがいなかったらまだ仕分け続行中だと思う。
This was all planned. Oh, there's a 4D chess game going on, huh? Hey, you two are getting a bit close. And lean forward towards me for emphasis. It is true, without you two around, this would have been a real problem. That's a different issue from the one from before. You two have to go back home. Besides, it's not like I can ask you two to work for me or anything, okay?
そうですか。やっぱりダメですか。
Oh, that was actually really cute. Her shoulders drooped along with her ears and tail. The enthusiasm she showed earlier had completely disappeared. She sighed deeply, looked disheartened.
お掃除でもしてきます。せっかくですし。
She trudged up to the second floor, still dejected. Chocola isn't an idiot. Questionable. I don't know about that statement. I know she was always pushing herself to be bright and full of energy. But even so, this wasn't something I was going to easily change my mind about. It was all the more with how much she cared for me.
ご主人、私たちがいたら。
Oh, you're really putting it on me, huh?
悪い子。
She spoke quietly in her usual way. Vanilla tilted her head as she asked that question. You two aren't bad cat girls, that's just... I can't have you stay here.
悪い子じゃないのにダメなの？
Because you two are good cat girls that I can't allow it. I'm saying these words out loud. If someone was literally in the room behind me right now, I would probably die right now if there was someone listening. This would be bad. It's a good thing I'm just uploading it to YouTube. She blinked as she took in my words. It's almost as if she was trying to peer inside my heart. She stared directly at me, long and hard.
人って難しい。猫にはそういうのはわからない。好きならそばにいたい。少なくとも私はそう思うけど。
Vanilla.
ショコラのところ行ってくる。
With those words, she went upstairs. The sound of her small footsteps slowly disappeared, and before long, I couldn't hear him anymore. Humans are hard to understand, huh? Inside the bakery, now devoid of anyone but myself, I repeated those words she had just said to me. Now that I think about it, it's a pretty inconsistent way of thinking, isn't it? Cats do not understand. I'm sorry, that's really funny. Hey, I got another Steam item. What's that? We got now, what? What's our new Steam item? Show me my new Steam item. We got a second chocolate and vanilla card. Great, awesome. Can't wait to get more. Having heard that said aloud, I began to understand what it really meant. Must be pretty nice to live the simple life of cat girl, huh? I pondered as I looked at the name of the bakery affixed to the window. With a bitter smile, I began to clean up the tea sets that had arrived earlier. Yeah, I broke Master's cup. Let's just say the cup broke by itself. That won't really fly. There's cats, and I'm sure you just saw it on the counter and you swatted it.
今日はあのたこ焼き屋がいない。
Just like yesterday, we took a walk through the park in the evening. However, the food stand was nowhere to be found. It just happened that no one was home on the day I decided to take the two cat girls home. I had also happened to leave the house key behind. So I had to make good use of time, so I went to do some shopping before Shigure got home.
あ、ごめんバニラ。なんだっけ？また旅だっけ？
I'm sorry, wait, what? Drugs?
だいたいそんな感じ。
That isn't the right word at all. Chocolate, if you're tired, why don't we rest a bit?
はい、少しだけ。でも大丈夫ですから。心配かけてごめんなさい、ご主人様。
There's no need for you to apologize. She had a troubled smile on her face as she nodded. It's pretty clear why she wasn't in good spirits. That's why there's nothing I could really say to her. Well, there happens to be a bench over there, so why don't we rest a bit?
じゃあ私、何か飲み物買ってくる。
Are cat girls allowed to carry money? Tender? Thanks. Something for everyone, okay?
了解。任された。
That's a question. Oh, no, they don't. We hand her the money. I handed Vanilla some change and offered the bench to Chocola. The constant sea breeze rustled the trees in the park. All that could be heard through the empty park were the quiet sounds of nature. I silently sat down next to the disheartened Chocola. Like the gently setting sun, time passed by slowly.
ショコラ、帰ります。
Her voice was so quiet that I wasn't sure if I heard her or not. Even so, she answered clearly. Without saying a word, I responded by gently rubbing Chocola's head.
たまにはご主人様に電話してもいいですか？
Yeah,
またご主人様のところに遊びに来てもいいですか？
yeah.
ご主人様はショコラたちのことちゃんと毎日思い出してくれますか？ショコラは離れててもご主人様って呼んでても
Wow,
いいですか？
you're really actually somehow making me feel big emotions from Nekopara. Her voice trembled as she frantically wiped away her tears. She stifled her sobbing, and her voice became strained. She looked pained. She did her best not to hold back her emotions, did her best to hold back her emotions, biting her lips. I held back my irresponsible words that were on the brink of coming out with all my strength. Yeah, of course I will.
主人様、ごめんなさい。主人様。
I feel awful. I was frustrated at myself for saying nothing. I was empty. I could only offer condolences that could not be put into words. I rubbed Chocola's head as gently as I could.
やっぱりご主人様は優しいですね。
I don't really think I'm kind at all.
ご主人様、前も同じこと言ってましたから。
Before? Chocola closed her eyes and smiled.
覚えてますか？ショコラとバニラをご主人様としぐれちゃんが連れて帰ってくれた時のこと。
Ah, of course I remember that. Oh, flashback. It was a cold day half a year ago. Chocolate and Vanilla were huddled together, crying by the side of the road. They were still so young that they couldn't even speak yet. It was that day that I embraced their small, cold bodies and took them home with me. There's no way I could simply forget that important day when our family grew. In the beginning, you two really couldn't get used to things at
あ
home.
の時は知らないお家で知らない人と猫ばっかりで怖くて。
You two wouldn't eat at all, which really worried Shigure.
はい。とっても心配かけちゃいました。
I started to hear a tiny bit of laughter in her voice as we reminisced about the past.
ショコラとバニラが熱を出した時のことも覚えてますか？
Ah, I definitely do remember that. It's a good thing there was that pompadour-headed man to keep you safe. It was a few days after we brought Chocolate and Vanilla home. At that point, they'd only occasionally drink some water. And, as always, they didn't really touch their food. Their combination of malnourishment and cold weather had really begun to weaken their bodies. That is not a phrase I expected to read in Nekopara. I'm gonna be honest, I expected it to be way more like Volume 0. They both developed high fevers and were in pain.
あの時は夜中で誰にも気づいてもらえなくて、とにかく苦しくて、辛くて、寂しくて、
These are words this game is not the tone I expected.
声も出せなくて、手も足
Oh
も
my
全然
God.
動かなくて、助けて、誰か助けてって思いながら、ただただ泣いてたんです。そしたら、
It's alright. I'm with you two, so don't worry.
ご主人様が大きくてあったかい手で撫でてくれたんですよね。ずっとそばで大丈夫大丈夫って言い続けてくれて、ショコラとバニラのこと撫で続けてくれてました。朝になって病院に行くまでずっとそばにいてくれて、不安で心細かったのが全部嘘だったみたいに。あの時も同じこと言ってました。俺は別に優しくなんかないって。でもショコラたちはご主人様が助けてくれなかったらここにいなかったです。あの時ご主人様がそばにいてくれなかったら誰も信じられないままでした。ご主人様のおかげでご飯も食べれるようになりました。しぐれちゃんともみんなとも仲良くなりました。
This is some legitimately I'm really feeling it.
だからあの時からショコラのご主人様はご主人様になったんです。ショコラはそれからずっと優しいご主人様のことが大好きなんですよ。
Wow, I feel like an absolute jerk now, and I sure hope that we change our mind. I wish that her tear-filled eyes would not spill over. Those tears were filled with anxiety, sadness, and happiness. She smiled all she could before me.
だからショコラはご主人様がいなくなっちゃうって聞いて、いても立ってもいられなくて、どうしても一緒に行きたくて、しぐれちゃんにお願いをしたんです。
She said with the faintest of smiles, one that seemed as if it would disappear at any moment. Those words were so gentle and warm, but there was an undeniable sadness and emptiness mixed in with them. Chocola. I was the one she was saying all this to. Even so, the only thing I could say back to her was her name.
お金のこととか難しいことはやっぱり猫にはわからないです。でもやっぱりショコラはご主人様のそばにいたいんです。ご主人様が辛くて大変そうなのなんとなくわかります。本当になんとなくですけど、お掃除でもお洗濯でもお料理でもショコラがお手伝いできることは何でもしますから。今すぐにはできなくても絶対にちゃんとできるようになりますから。だからもう一度だけお願いしちゃダメでしょうか。ショコラはご主人様と一緒に。
Chocola voiced her feelings clearly once again, and barely kept her tears from overflowing. Chocola, if you could be with me, I was engulfed by my inner thoughts, which were ready to overflow. Oh man, oh geez. She yearned for me so earnestly. For her to be so for her to too so innocently believe in me. There should be no reason for me to be against it. That day, chocolate and vanilla became an important part of my family. As long as they were with me, the days would be bright and enjoyable. I was simply selfish for just leaving home like that. I didn't want to get my dear family wrapped up in my selfishness, or have them experience any unnecessary hardship because of me. You two are important to me after all. Oh, hi.
私たちは猫だから自分に素直なだけ。
My inner conflict was disrupted by Vanilla. Vanilla had returned at some point. She looked straight at me as she sat by Chocola's side.
私なら楽しいことならショコラと一緒がいい。たとえ辛いことでもショコラと一緒にいたいと思う。だって一緒にいれないことの方が寂しくて辛いから。
Vanilla,
本当に好きなら迷惑かけたって一緒にいたい。それでも一緒にいたいものだと思う。私たちが幸せかどうかなんていくらご主人でも決めつけるのは違うと思うよ。それに大事な人が大変ならなおさらそばにいたい。
you are definitely the smarter
何
one.
ができるかはわからないけど、でも辛い時にそばで励ますことくらいできるよ。
It was as if her gentle, warm, and soft smile had become the setting sun. Those uncharacteristic words from Vanilla deeply penetrated and seeped into my heart.
だからきっとしぐれも私たちがご主人のところについていくのを許してくれた。しぐれはご主人と一緒に行くことはできないから代わりにお願いって。だからご主人が本当にショコラのことを思うなら一緒にいるべきだと思う。
There was not even a faintest bit of hesitation. They were such honest and absolutely straightforward words. Who am I to dictate Chocolate and Vanilla's happiness? Only those words continued to strongly resonate in my mind, which was otherwise empty, because I'm an absolute idiot.
たとえ何不自由のない暮らしでもご主人様がいないのは嫌なんです。いくら大変でもショコラはご主人様と一緒にいたいんです。だからお願いします。ご主人様のそばにいさせてください。ここがショコラがいたい場所なんです。
She was on the verge of tears. Chocola's face lit up. They were nothing but absolutely pure, genuine words. Humans really are at a loss for words when it comes to cat girls, huh? Boy, that's a quote. That's a quote. Saying no to their words was not something I could bring myself to do.
ご主人様、それって。
Won't be like it was back at home. You can't just live here however you like, got it?
大丈夫です。ご主人様がいるだけでショコラは幸せですから。
Basically, I'm gonna put you to work, and I swear to God, if you get any hairs in my fancy ice creams I'm gonna make, I swear.
やれ
Yada
やれ。
yada?
ご主人陥落。
A little bit of a JoJo, a little bit of a
い
Juju.
やよいやよも好きのうち。だね。
The dreary moment seemed to be blown away by her dazzling smile. Despite all this talk about family, perhaps I was the one that didn't really believe in it. Thinking about all this from their perspective, it was really simple. Although, I thought it was all still so immature. Perhaps cat girls were more human than humans were when it came to honesty. From here on out, we need to do our best all together.
毎晩大トロじゃなくて大丈夫です。たまにでいいです。お肉もA4でいい。松阪牛なら脂身最高。
Yo, straight up, Japanese beef is really good. Is that all you guys have been eating at home? even if the road ahead of us is uncertain. They lovingly rub their heads, disheveling their hair. Aww. Alright, why don't we head back to the shopping district then?
なんでですか？お買い物はもう終わったんですよね。
Oh my god, are we gonna buy them cat beds? We have to buy that shampoo you guys like, don't we?
おー、ご主人かっこいい。
I am
つ
kakui.
いでに松坂牛も買おう。
Now, I'm not made of money though. Well, today's a celebration, so why not? Yes, I am.
お祝いパーティーですね。ご主人太っ腹。さすがは私たちのご主人。
Just this once, okay? This was the beginning to a bright new life. Together with the happy and high-spirited chocolate and vanilla, we took the first steps towards it. Towards the anime opening, am I right?
僕らの想いが溢れて優しいメロディー奏でた甘い紅茶に誘われた優しさをにじませた日差しのマキアート甘いケーキみたいなこの時にとびきりのドリップで隠し味を乗せてきれいな風度は叩いたら手を伸ばしてみてよ僕らの太陽が歌う中でもし駆け抜けた青空の向こう今だけのこの瞬間君と見つめてたい未来予想図に描いてた大きな道を今ここで歩いてくあの太陽まで僕らの想いが溢れて優しいメロディー奏でた
Well, if there was any chance of me not being demonetized, there it is. And you know what? I was gonna be like, hey, you know what?
ご主人様、ご主人様。
I was gonna be like, you know what? Hey, I'm happy I was being proved wrong, and that this isn't, you know, that type of game at all. You know, like it has some heart put into it. And then that thing popped up in the middle of the opening, and it's like, great, awesome, extra work for me. Gotta cover that up if I want to get this on YouTube. And you know, a brief reminder of what this truly is. But yeah, there we go. We hit that anime opening. You know what? I definitely enjoyed it more than I expected. I was worried about the bat scene. It didn't happen though, and then it did. But hey, it's fine. It's for a couple seconds. Yeah. Well, thank you all for watching. This has been my look at Nekopara Volume 1. If you are interested in your own, well, let me do a save. Look to enter a comment. Oh, it's not appearing. Okay, so the comment is yay master by default, so I'm just gonna leave that. If you're interested in your own game you'd like me to play, go on to head on to the Patreon. You can pledge, and I will play mostly anything. Depends. I mean, we started with Saya no Uta, so hey, it's all downhill from there. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time for whatever else gets thrown my way. Ciao.